Hello there, today we're going to talk about EPB motors, or as we might call them, handbrake motors. These for the Range Rover L494 and the L405 like this. Now these do tend to conk out, and often, as I found out with mine, they do it at the most inopportune moment. What happened with mine was that it was early one morning, nice and frosty. I got in the car, put it in reverse and it wouldn't move. So I did a bit of investigation and it seemed that this may have been frozen up. When I came back to it later in the day, it was all right. So obviously there was water ingress. So I've done all the research on this, and this is something you're going to need to know if you're going to be replacing these on one of your own. Now there are two versions of this motor. Early cars tend to have one that's got 3 pins on. Later cars tend to have one that's got 2 pins on. And of course you'll buy the wrong one unless you know. So there you can see the difference between them, one 2 pin, one 3 pin. Other than that, they're ostensibly identical. So the 3 pin one, the part number is LR036573. I read it because I can't be expected to remember it. And the 2 pin one is LR102237. So which is which, and which one do you need? Because nobody wants to faff about with returns, do they? So what happens is cars up to around and about 2016 have the 3 pin one. Cars after 2016 or thereabouts have the 2 pin one. So if your car is kind of 2016, probably you need to whip the plug off and have a look which one you've got before you order one. Now they're not too much of a difficult job to do as long as you've got one of these. Boom, as if by magic. We also sell these, the Autofix 7310. Actually the one we have at the moment is the later 9310 with a few more features and a nice carrying bag. But this is the code reader that you need to plug into the car to release the brakes in order to change your motor. Now if you've got one of these and you've bought the right motor, it's a relatively simple job, and since I've just had to do it on mine, I'm going to show you how. If you're using an Autofix, in the special functions you want the electronic parking brake. Then you want release and apply electric park brake, and while it's released you get this message. So here we go, the handbrake's released, we've got the wheel off, and we're going to have a closer look. Right, this is the plug here that you're looking at that goes onto it, and before you actually buy your motor, get underneath your car, because it's behind the wheel. You can get to this with the wheel on, it's fiddly, but you can get to it. Get to it, unplug that and decide if you've got a 2 pin or a 3 pin, because nobody wants to mess about with returns because you didn't find out. So this one, as we can see, is a 2 pin. Now this comes off with size 30 Torx bolts. So here's the old one that's just come off, and it's all, you can see it's all full of mucky manky sludge and it's all wet inside. And that's obviously what's making it freeze up in the cold weather, because the little seal there is breached. So here is old and new side by side. We had to break the casing on the old one to get it off. The bolt was stuck, didn't want to play. There's the new one, and the new ones come with new bolts and a little seal to keep the weather out. So this area here where it goes into, under the car, we're actually just in the process of cleaning this up. You want to make sure that's really clean, get all the oxidisation off it, make sure it's dry. Dry it with a hairdryer if need be, because there's going to be water in there. That'll be why yours has failed. I'm choosing to install the seal there with a little bit of silicone grease. I don't know if that's the done thing or not, but it makes sense to me to keep out water ingress during reinstallation and thereafter. So refit it, 2 bolts, clip the wires back together, bung the wheel back on, and job's a good one. Not forgetting, of course, to use your code reader to apply the brake again, and then you can test it once or twice into park, into reverse with your foot on the brake, just to make sure the handbrake is applying like it should. So that's all there is to it. It's basically just one plug, 2 bolts, quite simple, as long as you've got a code reader to release and reapply the brakes for you while you're doing it. So it's a fairly easy job for anybody that's quite practical to do. Make sure you buy the right one. And now you can find really cheap ones on eBay, you know, something like 15 quid, 16 quid. We source parts in China, and you know, if you're going to be paying 15 quid for one that's already in the UK, you're going to get 15 quid's worth, and you'll be sticking another one on it in a few weeks.
The ones we've got are from factories that I know, and similar to with the auto fixes that we sell, I go to Shenzhen, which is where most of this stuff comes from. I visit factories myself, and we know our sourcing, and we know that the stuff we have is good. So you can find both types of motor on our site, rangyparts.com. You can find the code reader there. You can find spiffing wheel caps for your middle of your alloys and other little bits and bobs. It's a small site, but it's a curated and thoughtfully put together site of things that I needed, so probably you need as well. So thanks for watching. Please don't forget to like and subscribe, and you'll find links to everything I've talked about if you're watching this on YouTube down below in the description box. See you next time.